Okay, I do believe we are back now. We had gone down there for a few moments, and we are back on the air. I had made the mistake of going off to use the restroom with my phone that is hot-spotted. It tried to click on to the broadcast Wi-Fi here, and they're having some issues with that. We've got about 3:53 left in the halftime, and as I was trying to say before we got kicked off, it has been an interesting half. 75% plus of the time of possession owned by Big Piney. Turnovers twice by Wind River. Turnover on downs by Wind River. But the defense just kept pushing and pushing and working and did a phenomenal job. And lo and behold, they kept them out of the end zone from getting multiple scores. And then Cooper Frederick comes in at quarterback and totally changes the dynamic that Wind River was playing, and I'm not sure they were ready for it. A team that only threw for 45 yards in their first outing and is known to want to run the ball, suddenly started airing it out with the quarterback change, went all the way down the field courtesy of a couple big plays, and turned it around. So we've done nicely as far as that goes, and it has turned around and goes down, scores, gets the 2 point, and it's 8-7. So we'll be right back with the the second half here on KWYW.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber. Overhead Door Company of Riverton and Lander is your premier dealer for quality windows and doors, featuring quality brands like Anderson, Colby, Larson Storm Doors, and more. Overhead Door Company is proud to support our Fremont County student athletes.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports. All right, welcome back here, and we are talking with Sean O'Bray. He's been taking pictures down the field. He got a chance to talk to Coach Frederick at the half. What do you have to say, Sean?
Yeah, I wanted to record him, but, I mean, he just speaks so off the cuff. It just came naturally, and he told me that the penalties, he says if you were to look at the penalties right now, it's got to be 8-0 or 8-1. So he believes that if Wind River didn't get penalized nearly as much, it could be 16-7, maybe even 27. But he also said if they can't help the penalties, they have to get their offense into a quicker groove. He says they've been taking too long getting set up into the formations that they need to be in. So
so it'll be interesting to see the switch in style of offense from
it's
going
different.
from the power high to that. And we do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. We're behind glass here at Wind River, and so I know if I had some Windex, I'd get busy. It's on the outside of the double panes here. So we are ready for the second half kickoff. Of course, deferring was Wind River. So they'll get the ball back, and let's see what they decide to do here in a tight game that has lived up to all the hype. We want to thank Sean for joining us, and we're going to get back to it, Sean, and try and stay dry out there, man. Start of the third quarter, getting ready to kick off. I do apologize. This is just bad. So we're going to have to make do, though. And for those on the radio, you don't understand it, but we're going to do everything we can to describe the action for you. Connor's trying to see if it was on the inside. No, it's on the outside. So here's the kick. And it's going to be fielded at the 5. Wind River now at the 15. He's going to break it loose. He's at the 40, the 50, the other 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, all the way to the house. Touchdown, Wind River. And that was quick. Kickoff return for a touchdown, went about 93 yards. We got to get the clock back to it. The cannon goes off, and suddenly Wind River, just all sorts of exciting plays at the end of the second half and now we'll see what the kick is going to be, or are they going to go for two? I say we have to wait on that because Keziah Jones, of course, is in on every play, and he's also the kicker. He's offensive line, defensive line, and the kicker. So touchdown run there, 93 yards, and they're going to huddle. So that's going to tell me, and Jones is actually coming up to the line of scrimmage. They're going to go for two. It is going to be Cooper Frederick at quarterback. He's going from the gun, one wide on the left, two up top. He's going to take it. He's going to roll left. He's going to look to put it into the end zone, and no good. So after 12 seconds of the second half, it is Wind River 14, Big Piney 7. We'll be right back with more of the third quarter here on KWYW.
Look no further than Valley Lumber. They provide nothing but the best from hardware, paint, plumbing supplies. If you need it, they have it. Valley Lumber at 290 North 2nd Street in Lander.
For more than 60 years, RTO Point S has been installing quality tires and offering expert vehicle service in Fremont County. With 2 locations on South Federal and West Main in Riverton, RTO Point S is proud to support our Fremont County student athletes.
Head to Nana's Bowling and Bakery in DuBois for Family Fun Night. Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student athletes. Quality. And welcome back here to Pavillion, Wyoming. Wind River taking the lead on a touchdown return, 14-7, off the opening kickoff of the second half. We're only 12 seconds in. It is 14-7 in favor of the home team. And Jones is going to tee it up at the 40. Standing back are deep men now. Now they don't know what to do. He's had one kickoff that was relatively short, one that bounced in the end zone, so they've decided to set up camp at the 10. Jones with the kick, and he didn't get a lot of it, and it's going to go out of bounds. It was a live ball there, so they're going to have a shot at getting it. I don't see a flag. I would expect one here as the ball did go out of bounds, and yep, there they go. They're going to bring it all the way out to the 35 there. So kicked out of bounds is where Big Piney will take over. They trail by 7. They trail for the first time, meaningful amount of time in the game here, and trail by more than 1. So going from the gun with 2 on the near side. Snap, Snively looking. He's going to go deep. He's got a man and complete to number 4, who's going to get all the way down to the 27. So great completion to Jarrett Fear, the senior wide receiver defensive back. They're going to mark him down at the 27, where it will be 1st and 10. So now we're really sorry. We had a pretty decent view previously. We do apologize. Now we're definitely getting some, we would have rather possibly been outside. We couldn't tell the windows were overly dirty previous to that. So from the pistol, snap, going to hand it to Stoutenberg. He's going to go to the left, and he's going to be tripped up, but he's going to get 5 more after he's tripped up. So nicely done by him. He's going to get about 6 and make it a 4 yard to go on 2nd down. I'm all over the place today. So can the defense of Wind River hold here from the 26? From the 21. Snap. Snively going to put out. Hey, it's picked off. He's got nothing but open field. He's at the 50, the 40, the 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, and he cuts in and touchdown. Cooper Frederick, number 10. touchdown, pick six, goes 79 yards, ladies and gentlemen. And boy, he read that the whole way. So now it is 20-7, Wind River, and they're starting to open up. So to answer my question, can the defense bow up again? Yes, they can.
How about those Cougars?
Cougars putting a stranglehold right now. Big Piney now in a situation they're not used to. Down multiple scores in the second half. Of course, they'll go for two here, looking to make it 22-7 and get the 15-point lead. It's a much more mammoth extra point than you would consider normally, just simply because 13 points, and they do kick extra points at Big Piney, and they need 2 touchdowns. They don't need a 2-point whatsoever. Get this, they do need one. So going out of the power eye here, Burke's going to try and sneak it. Is he going to get over? They're looking. Yes, they give it to him on the far side. Referee signals it good, and it is 22-7 with 10:40 to go. Wind River looking for, we'll call it an upset, but not a huge one, but to upset number 1 here in Pavillion. We're going to take a break here. We'll be right back with more exciting action here on 99.1 KWYW, The Heat. A convenient location, standard room and family rooms with bunk beds. Choice Hotel members earn points while you stay. Quality Inn is proud to support Fremont and Hot Springs County student athletes.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Welcome back. 10:40 to go in the third quarter. Big Piney trailing Wind River 22-7. Wind River with a touchdown return on the opening kickoff and a 79-yard pick six. Jones is going to set it down. He's going to check the ball here real quick, and he's going to kick it towards the sideline. Unfortunately, I think it's going to go way out of bounds, and it is, so the ball will be at the 35. We'll choose to look at it positively here and say no return possible. And he is right now, Wind River, going right to left on your radio dial. They are kicking into that wind, which is a whipping, or at least is whipping the Wyoming and United States of America flags. Snively now has got to get his confidence back, as Champ Snively had a good first half but only got 7 points, and now he's part of the reason they're down 2 as he threw it. He didn't see the safety, basically, ladies and gentlemen. He had the DB with a good throw. He probably had the DB, and they're going to choose to have it re-kicked. So an option that is available but you don't see very often. You're going to re-kick it, and this is where you want to see Jones just fool everybody and put it back in the end zone again. So we'll see how that pans out. But we played a minute and 20 seconds, and Wind River has increased their lead to 15. So we do, once again, apologize about the view here. We're in a press box with windows that don't open, so we can't get any better for you. But next time we come here, we'll try and get outside. We chose the press box this time because of potential rain in the equipment. So here goes Jones with the kickoff, and this one he's going to send down the middle. It's going to scream on the ground. Going to be picked up about the 27. It's going to be returned out to, well, look at that, about the 36. So I'm not exactly sure that did a whole lot. They're going to short return. They gained a yard out of it, so I guess they can claim it as a victory, but really nothing came of it. I would think the risk of a muffed kick would have been higher than that. but they're going to give him about 36.5-yard line here, where Champ Snively will take over for the Punchers and looking to get himself back righted. From the gun, he's got 2 wide on the left. The far side takes the snap and gives it off to the tailback, but boy, it was a busted play a little bit. Couldn't decide who was going to take it, as he did hand it to Stoutenberg. That's the danger sometimes of a read option play, where it's up to the quarterback to put it in and then pull it out real quickly. Looks like Stoutenberg and him had a little bit of a disagreement on who should get the ball, and Stoutenberg wound up taking it. He lost 1 yard, though, out of it, and it'll lead to 2nd and 11 here as we go under 9.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Out of the pistol, same formation, 2 wide on the far side. Snively going to look to throw it over to the receiver on the far side, gets it complete, and he's got a little bit of running room as he'll reach the 45-yard line, where it'll set up 3rd down and about 2. So good call there by Coach Moffitt and his assistants. The first pass after the pick 6 was a easily completed one to get some confidence back, and oh no. Coming off limp and actually hopping is Cooper Frederick. So we'll see how that is and how long that, if he's out for the game, or how that will affect the Cougars. Going from the pistol again. 2 wide, and I think we're going to get a legal procedure. The offense jumped as it looked like the Cougars were going to show blitz, and it'll back it up 5 yards. So instead of 3rd and 2 or third and a long 2 or 3, it's going to turn it into 3rd and a long 7. So got to get about 7 yards here for the first down. Not what the coach dialed up there, as now they are behind the sticks, as they would say. Going from the pistol is Snively, 2 on the far side. They're going left to right. Snap, he's going to fake it and give it to the tailback. Faked it on the end around. He's going short side is Stoutenberg, and he's not going to get it. So it's going to be 4th down, and now a decision. So he got about 5. It's going to set it up for what it was at 3rd and 2 originally. It's now going to be 4th and 2.
Ball placed on the 45-yard line. Brings up a 4th down and 2.
So 4th and 2. And they're looking to show punt, though. Watch the fake, Cougars. They're going to send a man back. He's going to be at about, they're going to send 2 men back, one at about the 34 and one all the way back at about the 24. Now the other guy comes up, trying to watch the snap here. Snap is high. He's going to have to get that kick off. He does, but it's shanked. It's high and towards out of bounds, and now it's going to take a Cougar. It's not going to take an anybody bounce, actually. It's going to be downed at about the 39-yard line. So we'll take the break with them. 7:56 to go in the third. It's 22-7. Wind River on top here on KWYW, The Heat.
Do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back to KWYW, The Heat. We missed one play in there. It was a keeper, and quarterback going up for a short gain of about 3. He's going to, maybe about 4, actually. It's going to set up 2nd and a long 6. And right now, of course, we've got the quarterback who started the game, Chris Burke, back in. As Cooper is favoring an ankle. He looks like he wants to come back in as he's getting up there. He's still got his helmet on. Snap, going to hand off to the tailback, and it's going to be no gain. In fact, a fumble, and a very quick-witted Chris Burke able to dive in there and grab it. So it'll be about a loss of 1. So it'll be 3rd and long here for the Cougars. So we're going to see what happens here as far as decision. The touchdown drive for the Cougars came with Cooper in there. And let's see here. He may have came back in. Nope, they're going to go out of the power I, it looks like, again. Burke under center. Gets the snap. He's going to hand off, and that is going to be Cooper. He's going to gain the 45-yard line where it'll set up 4th and 4. So not wanting to – he's still favoring the ankle a little bit, but not quite as much. So we will see a punt here. Jones coming in, or moving from the offensive line to the punter position. He's also the kicker. Hopefully he gets a punt like he did on his last one. They're not buying it at all. They're playing way up. The deep man only back at the 40. Now he's coming up. I think they're expecting a fake, or maybe they're going to go for the block. Here's the punt, and he's able to get it off, and there's nobody to stop it as it takes a Wind River roll. And it's going to be down right at the 16. So risky play there by Big Piney and didn't pan out. It is 22-7 with 5:48 to play in the third. We'll be right back on KWYW.
381 Subs and Salads is the newest addition to Fremont County. They offer salads, sandwiches, ice cream, and Lotus drinks. 381 Subs and Salads is located at 702 East Main Street in Riverton.
Welcome back. You're listening to Kevin and Connor Shields here on KWYW and YO Today Media. I should say you're listening to me because Connor's not in the mood to give us a soliloquy or a monologue. From the snap, it's going to be handed off to the tailback, and Stoutenberg's got room to rumble. He's going to get it out towards the 30-yard line and going to be about the 25, actually, before he is put down and out of bounds. And nice run here. He likes to get loose. So it's going to be, actually, I was right the first time. It's going to be at about 32. So 1st and 10. Stoutenberg went off, was looking to go off tackle, but then put it all the way around, and the ball went out. He went out of bounds. So breaking the huddle now. Snively in the gun. He's got 2 protecting backs with him, one on the near side as far as wide receivers go. Snap. He's going to handle it to Stoutenberg again, who's going to get up to about the 35, and it looks like he probably stepped out of bounds. We'll figure out where exactly here in just a second. They're going to spot it just to the right as the way we're viewing it of the 35. So it's going to be about a 4.5, 5-yard gain. We'll call it 2nd and 5. Is where it looks spotted with a little bit over 5.5 left in the third. There was a flag on the play, though. So dirty laundry out on the field. Let's see what they call here. It's going to be a personal foul against the Cougars. It's going to be a face mask, so they're going to move that thing 15 yards forward. Let's see where the foul occurred, or penalty occurred, I'm guessing, on the runner here. So it should get them right up at the 50.
Ball placed on the 49-yard line of the Cougars.
It's going to be the 49-yard line of the Cougars. It'll be 1st and 10 there. Not what they wanted. Now, oddly enough, somehow our screen has gotten better here. It's actually better on the TV screen, ladies and gentlemen, than it is looking out straight through it. From the gun, from the pistol, Snively takes it, hands off, no big surprise there, and he's going to get met about the 43-yard line and taken down. Very physical run there, and it looks like Big Piney now is trying to win the battle physically. A reminder, while it is 22-7, Cougars only scored 8 on offense. The other 2 touchdowns coming off of a 90 or 80 some odd yard kickoff return and a pick 6 that went 79 yards. So coming up to the 43-yard line, 2nd and 5. Out of the gun with 2 protecting backs, 1 receiver on the near side. Snap to Snively. He's going to pump fake. Now he's going to look deep. He's got a man who's got some distance, and it's hauled in, and it's going to be, let's see here, touchdown is signaled. Touchdown signal was either going to be he was out at the 1 or something of that nature. So Big Piney, of course, number 1's not going to go away easily. And it is 22-13 with 4:44 left in the third quarter. Let's see here what they do. Wind River with the 9-point advantage. And we have a whistle on the field. Timeout of some sort. Let's see what that is for. Somebody's injured, but I'm trying to lay eyes on who. Yes, it was number 13 for Wind River coming off the field. So they're going to go for the extra point here. Snap is good. Ball is down, and it's not pretty, but all that matters for Big Piney is that it went through. So with 4:43 left in the third quarter, 22-14 in favor of Wind River. It's number 1 versus number 4. We'll be back on 99.1 KWYW, The Heat.
Now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
You are listening to KWYW 99.1 in the game of the week. It is 22-14 here in Pavillion, Wyoming. 22-14, Wind River up by 8, but Big Piney just answered after going down 22-7 with a nice touchdown drive that was extremely physical. However, Wind River did return a kickoff, so let's see what Big Piney and Coach Moffitt decide to do. 2 men back. The kick is going to go right to one of the returners. And here he comes. He's at the 20, the 25, trying to get past 30, but there's a flag. There is a flag as the ball goes out at the 40-yard line, as he goes out of bounds at the 40-yard line. And it's going to be, as we heard several people in the don't do that, it's a block in the back. So block in the back going to be the call against Wind River, and that's going to back them up. And the foul about where the flag was is about the 25, so this is not going to be an easily absorbed penalty there. Nice run back, though, got out to the 40, but we're going to see it go all the way back. Let's see here. It's going to keep going, and it's going to be at the 15-yard line with 4:37 to go in the third quarter. So let's see if Cooper Frederick has returned at quarterback. We'll pretty much know by formation. So Frederick is back at quarterback, and they're going from the gun. 2 wide but tight, and 1 man in motion from the near side. He's going to take it. He's going to hand it off on the end around, and he got licked and spun around after a very short gain there. They're going to say he gained a yard, so they'll set up 2nd and 9 from the Wind River 16. So Coach Frederick got to be extremely happy with having the lead in the first half, now having the lead, getting it up to 15 at one point, now 8, because the team has not played overly crisp. There's been no consistency. So he's got to be thinking when he watches the film that the sky is very high on this Wind River team. Out of the gun, Frederick, and it's going to be a flag, and it's going to be motion. Do believe that's going to be whistled against the receiver, actually. And that's going to go against Joaquin Stevens. Of course, he was hurt slightly earlier. So they're going to back it up 5 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and 14. So taking their time in the huddle. Cooper Frederick, of course, the quarterback who led the drive, did not start at quarterback, but has played. Frederick coming up. He looks very good on that ankle. I'm sure it's wrapped up tight. And we got a delay of game flag now. They stayed in the huddle a long time. Don't know if it was getting the play in or getting it called. But unfortunately, they're just going to keep backing up at this point. And we're just going to call it second and forever at this point. They're going to have to do very well. It'd take them a little while to drive a car that far. It's going to be second and about 18 to go. And they just keep going backwards. So Frederick breaks out. This time they got in and out quick. Joaquin Stevens is on the near side. 2 wide receivers tight on the far. Stevens goes a little motion. The snap. Frederick's going to look to keep it, and he's going to run forward, and he's going to gain a yard. So it's going to be 3rd and a country mile for Wind River Cougars here. And slow to get up is Frederick. Of course, he did come out with that ankle, and now he's bending over, and he took a lick on that one as well. So this drive is not going the way of the Cougars, but they can change that right here. It just depends on how risky Coach Frederick wants to get on the pass here. Because I could see this being a one where it's a handoff. My wife, Courtney, is sitting at home listening to this going, throw for the chains, because nothing irks her more than throwing for less than the chains. Out of the gun, same formation. Frederick takes it. He's going to look deep. He's under pressure. He's just going to throw it up, and it's going to be luckily just pounded down. Knocked down by the defense. It was thrown up for grabs, and it could have gone the opposite direction. So now you're going to be looking at Jones having to have the punt of his life here to get it out, to get it anywhere further than 30, 40 yards out. So need a good snap here. Snaps for both teams, especially out of the shotgun and in special teams, have been a bit of a concern. Jones standing in his own end zone. 2:11 in the third, leading by 8. Snap is good, and the punt is gotten off. It's high. It's not overly far, though. It's going to hit around the 31. It's going to take a bit of a Wind River bounce, and he must have whipped out the pitching wedge there as it just died at the 31. So 2:03 to go in the third quarter. Wind River up by 8, but Big Piney having great field position. We'll be right back on KWYW.
For collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
And welcome back. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line for Big Piney. Snively with it. He's going to hand it off and up the middle, and he hit a brick wall. Runner ran into number 3, Blake Snyder, who just said, nope, you're done. He gained about 1.5 yards. We'll call it 2 just to be generous, because I'm not sure he knows where he is at the moment. Blake just was a wall. So set up 2nd down and 8 to go from the 31. Snively breaking the huddle, going from the gun with his traditional and standard 2 protecting backs, 1 wide on the near side. Snap to Snively. He's going to fake the handoff at the 1. Then he's going to hand off to Stoutenberg. And he's going to get drugged down to the ground after, again, a very short run. And I just realized the clock is all sorts of screwed up, isn't it? So we'll get it back there. There we go. We're back on time there. We're about to go under a minute, and it'll set up 3rd down. And Stoutenberg probably doesn't hear this very much, but he got about 7.5 inches. It's on the, we'll call it on the 30, but it didn't move very far, just far enough. Snively breaks the huddle. This time 1 protecting back. He's going to go out of the pistol, actually, and he's got 2 wide on the near side. Snap. He's going to roll to his right. He's looking deep. Little bit of pressure thrown, and out through the hands of a diving wide receiver. Great effort there. Is going to come up short, and it's going to be 4th down. Now, based on the extra points, there is no way that this guy is going to try and kick what would be the equivalent of a 47-yarder. So, 4th down from your own 30, you're going to go for it.
Fans, put your hands together for the Cougars.
So they are going to go for it. Cougars needing another stop. They've been good on fourth downs. Breaking the huddle is Snively. He's going out of the pistol again with 2 wide on the near side. Snap. He's going to roll right. He's looking. He's under pressure. He's drugged down at the end, and it's incomplete. Turnover on downs for Wind River. Cougars will get the ball. You got to give credit to Snively there, is able to get as much as he did on the ball when he was being drugged to the ground. Good pressure may have caused that to be just a little bit too far as he had to muscle with his arms. We'll be right back. 22-14, 33 seconds left in the third quarter.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and cut that off, actually. We'll be right back to that Sutherland's commercial. Just looking at the time, it was going to be too long as they look to get out here and get out here quick. The question is always going to be right now with Frederick a little hurt and with Will and Burke starting the game. What do? They go out of the shotgun, though, with Cooper. He's going to hand it on a little bit of a counter. And, boy, what a physical run for 10 yards. Number 16, Braden Tatro, with the stop there, or excuse me, with the run there, gains 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from about the 40.5-yard line. And, boy, it would be huge for them to get their second offensive touchdown of the night. And they're going to take that all the way to the fourth quarter. I just realized we didn't start our clock. So we're going to go ahead and reset it, though, to 12 minutes in the fourth. We saw Coach Frederick signal fourth quarter. So we're going to do it with them. Put 12 minutes on it.
That brings us to the end of the third quarter.
And here's what you're looking at. From Pavillion, 22-14, number 4, Wind River Cougars, leading by 8 over the Big Piney Punchers. It is lived up to the hype. It's lived up to the expectations. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter. It should be a nail-biter and a thrilling one on KWYW 99.1 The Heat.
Instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help. In Lander and Riverton.
And welcome back. Out of the timeout from their own 41 is going to be Wind River. Snap. He's looking. Cooper checks down to 13. He's got it to the 50. He breaks one tackle. Trying to break another. He's not going to be able to, but he gets to the 48 by Joaquin Stevens. Great little run there, and it will move the chains.
Chains will move. First down, Cougar.
Be 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line of Big Piney. So don't look now. Wind River Cougars on the move. Chains are moved. Clock starts again. And, you know, there's something in the back of the head. Hey, let's move our offense. But if we take a little bit of time off, it's no big deal. From the gun, going the Cougars. Cooper going to hand it off. Frederick going to hand it off to 16 on an end around. And it's just red. Braden Tatro not able to get really anywhere. He's going to lose a little bit. And we've got a hurt player on the field. So we'll stop the clock here, and that is, that's really not good. It is Kaiser Jones, on the pronunciation there. He's hurt, loss of 4 on the play, but he's going to stay in for now. So he is limping, and of course, reminder, he is the kicker and the punter. So 2nd and 14 to go here, back in their own side. Frederick going to take the snap, and he's going to get just whipped down to the ground at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Luckily for Big Piney, he was able to get his arm around, and so it wasn't a horse collar, but he did kind of go down like a horse collar would.
12 yards.
So 3rd and long, looking to keep the momentum. Frederick going under. Cooper Frederick at quarterback. Joaquin goes in motion. Frederick fades back. He's looking downfield. Nothing there. Now he's pursued. He's going right. He's going to get it off as he was being taken down, but that takedown just enough to stop him from being able to complete that throw. So set 4th down. Ball is at the 50. And now this is where the leg comes in question. Jones definitely favoring it after 2 plays ago, and now he's got to punt the ball. So 22-14 still. Under 10 minutes, under 10 and a half minutes to play. Jones is going to get the snap. He's going to have all day in the world, and he gets off a beautiful one hanging up there. It's going to hit, and it's going to go all the way to the 10-yard line, and you couldn't have hoped for anything better than that. We'll say the 10.5-yard line, and we'll be right back here on KWYW. 10:04 to go, 22-14, Wind River with the lead.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com, we're out there.
So on the play here, Stoutenberg is going to curve out to the right. He doesn't get a huge gain, though. Good for them, and we're going to have to get our clock back. There is a flag on the play, so the clock will stop and allow me to catch up to it. It's going to be holding against the punchers, so that small gain goes for naught. In fact, it'll be negative yardage. So let's see where it happened, because it may have been in the backfield. They're going to take the ball all the way back to the 5-yard line, and they got to gain about 21, so it'll be first down.
Still first down.
First down and a ways. About 1st and 16, 17. So in the shadow of their own end zone, Snively out of the gun. He's going to hand it to the one protecting back. He's going to go up the middle and get a little bit of a gain, but now we've got another flag, and that could be in the area of face mask. So we'll see here. It's either a late hold or a face mask. Maybe illegal hands to the face, but I may just trying to be optimistic there. Let's see here. It's going to be a personal foul. It's a face mask.
Personal foul, face mask, Cougars.
Be 15 yards against the Cougars here. So they'll mark it all the way off, and it from where it took place at the end, it'll lead to a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 25. So at the rate that this drive is taking, you expect it would be 4th down the whole way, that they'll go for it at least the whole way, as I believe this could be their last possession unless they get a 3-and-out the way this is moving. From the gun, going to hand off to the the protected back. A fumble! Fumble! It's picked up by Wind River! Wind River with the fumble recovery. Cougars recover at the 20. Let's see, we haven't gotten a signal yet. There we do. Cougars with the huge turnover deep in punchers territory. It'll be 1st and 10 from the, let's see where they're going to say he went down. I want to say about 24-ish. They are going to say the 24, and it'll be 1st and 10 Cougars. So Cougars with a chance really to put pressure on the punchers here. Going to break the huddle. And we are going to have another quarterback change. We're going to go right back to Chris Burke and the power I. So also wanting to work some clock here. And we have, they haven't moved the change yet, so we'll take a little bit of a timeout here for them. So I'm kind of curious what they were watching. So chains move, 1st and 10 for the Cougars, going from their own 24. Going to go out of the power I. Burke bringing it up. Burke with the snap. He's going to keep it, and they're just going to basically push him forward about 5 yards. So they'll get him right to the 20, and this is like that formation they analyzed on the Eagles on SportsCenter this week. Can you stop it at that point when they're just shoving him forward? So clock is going to continue to tick. Cougars trying to give themselves what they hope will be an insurmountable lead, going from the power I, taking their time. Burke, snap, given to the fullback, and is he met? He's just met in the backfield, and they'll lose yardage. That being Braden Tatro. They're going to spot him at right about the 25. So basically, they're going to spot him right about the 21. So he lost about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. We'll call it 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7 from the 21. You know this is 4-down territory. They're not going to try and kick a field goal. So two downs to get a huge 7 yards and a 1st down. Burke in the power I takes it. He's going to try and get out to his left. He stiff arms one guy. He stays in, and it's going to be depending on where they took him out. They're going to call a late hit, I do believe, as well. And this could be all sorts of disaster for Big Piney. Let's see here. They're going to say he went out of bounds about a half yard, but we have a late hit, so that's going to nullify that anyway. And I do believe we're at half the distance territory for a personal foul. So they do signal personal foul. So it's going to be 1st down for Wind River, and now you can start to, dare I say, smell it. That's as far as we'll go there. Nobody wants to jinx anything with 7:39 to go. So it is going to be 1st and goal. Go half the distance. It'll be from the 8-yard line. Out of the power I, going to try and keep it, and they're going to get down there to about the 3-yard line, I think it is. Well, let's look from the easier point of view. Yeah, it'll be the 3. From the 3-yard line, and no rush at all out of Chris Burke here. No hurry at all. Going to bring it to the line. I won't be surprised if they wait. We've got a timeout on the field. Let's get that back in. We didn't hit it quite fast enough. So 7:17 to go in the game. 22-14, number 4, Wind River over number 1, Big Piney. We'll be right back. It'll be 2nd and goal here on KWYW 99.1 The Heat.
Bailey's Enterprises is a proud sponsor of Riverton Wolverines football. For over 50 years, Bailey's has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service and to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey, go Wolverines. Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to act.
And we're back. We'll apologize to ourselves about that one. We're back, 2nd and goal for the Cougars out of the power I. After the timeout, the quarterback's going to keep it, and I don't know where he got to. He got to the 1. He got to the 1-yard line, so set up 3rd and goal from the 1 as the clock keeps ticking. So if you're Big Piney here, do you let him in or do you keep the clock? You know they're probably not going to kick a field goal, although from that range they might actually think about it, but I highly doubt it. Going to be 3rd and 1. Burke doing a great job as what Coach Frederick would want, which is taking his time to get there. They probably shouldn't snap it until the back judge throws his hand up to say 5 seconds left, or 10 seconds left, excuse me. The arm is now raised. He's now counting it down 5-4. They're going to keep it and run a quarterback sneak, and I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Touchdown, Wind River is signaled. Touchdown by Wind River extends the lead to double. Big Piney's 28-14. And I need to stop the clock here, though. 6:24 to go in the ball game, and you know they're starting to smell it. They got to just avoid some big plays, and they can pull this upset here in Pavillion. And nobody's having more fun here right now than me, except for the players. We love bringing you the game of the week. This one has been what you thought it would be, 2 heavyweights in 9-man football matching up. They're going to go from the power eye. I have a feeling the quarterback will keep it here, and they'll just push him in. But out of the power eye, Burke gets the snap. He's going to look for a toss sweep. Do they get the blocks? Yes, they do. 2-point conversion, but we do have a flag on the field. A little bit of dirty laundry here. This is the only press box also I've called games looking out of a side window because of where we're positioned. Kind of like it. The flag, I'm guessing, is going to be a hold. Would be if I was a betting man. Flag is going to go against the Cougars. Let's see here what it's going to be. Referee going over. It's a hold, which we thought it was, against the Cougars. So they'll back it up to the 10-yard line from where the hold took place. And now I wouldn't be – we could see all sorts of things from Coach Frederick. You could see Cooper Frederick coming in quarterback because you're expecting a throw here. 2-point conversion here makes it very tough, makes it 16-point, means you're up 2 touchdowns, 2 2-point conversions. And that's exactly what we have. We have Cooper Frederick now in quarterback out of the gun. He's going to take a low snap, but he gets control of it. He rolls slightly to his right. Now going out of bounds, he's going to throw it up for grabs, and it's going to be picked off, and it's going to be whistled dead there. So no ability to run it back in high school. So that will be where we're at. 28-14, 2-touchdown lead, 6:24 to play. We'll be right back with the rest of the fourth quarter here on 99.1 KWYW The Heat.
Video of Fremont and Hot Springs County Athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the Wyo Today app now.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare has clinics located in Arapahoe, Ethity, and Riverton. We provide family medical services along with dental, optometry, behavioral health, physical and occupational therapy, and more. Our in-house lab and pharmacy at all locations make for a one-stop primary healthcare center for your healthcare needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare is striving for a stronger, healthier community because Wind River cares. More information can be found at windrivercares.com.
And welcome back to Wyo Today Media's coverage of the game of the week here in Fremont County. It is Wind River, Fremont County's own Wind River, up 28-14 over Big Piney. Big Piney came into today number 1, and they trail by 2 touchdowns with 6:24 left on the clock. Now, here comes one of the bigger moments of the game. As far as keeping this lead, Jones going to kick off. He's had a bit of an up and down game on the special teams, but when he's needed it, he has come through. Deep man standing at the 20, both of them standing at the 25. Whistled in, and Jones starts to approach the ball. The kick is going to be deep and it's going to go out of bounds. Unfortunately, that'll mean 1st and 10 at 35, but better than a big play. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Big Piney, and they've got some work to do, and it's all going to start in the hands of their senior quarterback, Champ Snively. So we have a flag here. Are they going to have them re-kick it, obviously? They're not going to take it at 35. this amounted to a whole lot of nothing last time they did this, as the return was to the 36. So very interesting to play, very interesting here as kickoff, especially in this game, as we've seen a couple mishandled snaps, or excuse me, mishandled returns, could be more dangerous than where you're going to get it. So he will tee it back up, Will Jones, and give this one another shot. Jones steps back. He's waiting for the whistle. He's got the whistle, and here comes Jones. He's going to kick it, and this one's going to go about the same place, unfortunately, and out of bounds again. So what do they do here? I agree with the guy who said he'd bet money they kick it again. I'd make him do it too. Just keep on keeping on if you're Big Piney as far as that goes. I didn't catch what denomination the money was going to be, but oh well, it's a buck. Connor, go take the man's money. Okay, so now we're kicking off at the 30. We've had 2 football plays, no time off the clock, of course. Wind is blowing even harder now. Coming straight kind of downfield and at the press box. So he's going to tee it up at the 30. So, and oddly enough, the deep men standing further than they were the first time on the kick. They're standing at the 22. This one, going to try and do the same thing. They're going to take it, though. And here comes the return. He's up to the 35, to the 40. And we did all that for 5 yards. So Jones with a nice kickoff. They gained about 5 yards than they would have then they just taken it. So now with 6:18 to play in the fourth quarter, it's all going to have to start off with Champ. He is going to have to earn that first name, so to speak, but he can't do it all alone. It is a running team. They've thrown a lot more than what they usually average, and they're going from the from the pistol here, with 2 wide on the far side, but he's going to hand off to number 18, Xavier Clifford, and he's going to break free before he's tackled all the way to the 48-yard line. So we're going to move the chains here, and that was a big play they wanted. 1st and 10 from the Wind River 49. They get the stopped clock with the chains moving, but not a huge amount of urgency, actually, out of Big Piney trailing by as much as they are. They have whistled the clock into play, and it's not moving. The clock is not moving, and they whistled it. So there we go again. There we go. So from the pistol, he's going to look deep. Champ going deep, and he's got a man at the 30. He's at the 25, down to the 21, 20-yard line is what they're going to give him. First down. Big play there. The line of scrimmage was the 51-yard line, I'm told, by the PA guy. So we've suddenly morphed into Canadian football. So 2 plays. A lot of yards from the 20-yard line is Big Piney looking to cut into this 14-point lead with 5:48, 5:47, 6, and counting. But this is the one thing that they didn't want to let happen. Wind River did not want it to happen quick, at least. From the pistol, Snively going to take it. He's going to roll right. He's going to look into the end zone, and I don't know who that was going for. But it was either a bad route. The hat came off by one of the officials. All sorts of craziness there. All that leads to a 2nd and 10. So now they're able to take a little bit longer huddle. I was critical of the long huddle when the clock was moving, but so far it hasn't mattered with 2 big plays. So come on, Wind River. This is where an interception would be just bad for Big Piney. Got tongue-tied there. So Snevely going to break the huddle. He's in the pistol. He's got 1 wide on each side and 1 back behind him. Looks over, snap. No play action, goes for the slant to number 6, who's going to be brought down after the first down, so they'll get the stop clock for the chains to move. Snively getting it to Gurr on that senior to senior. So it'll be first and goal here. Clock still moving, going under 5:20. 5:18 and counting now. First and goal from about as far away as you can get without being able to get a first down. From the 9. Shotgun, 2 wide, one on each side, protecting back. The snap. Snively going to roll to his left. Then he's going to come back center, and he's going to take off, and he's going to go all the way in untouched. 28 now to 20. Big Piney has pulled within 1 score. This extra point will make it where they don't have to get a 2-point, and they can just kick an extra point. But there is some criticalness to this extra point attempt. Hold is going to be by Jarrett Fear, it looks like. And Connor, can you see the number on the kicker who's facing us? Is that 60? If it's 60, it's Roger Young, but I can't tell. It's up, and it is good. So 4:57 to go in the ball game here. 28-21. Number 4 leading number 1. Wind River Cougars on top. Kickoff coming up here on KWYW 99.1 The Heat.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
We believe.
And welcome back. It's 4:57 left in the fourth quarter here on 99.1 KWYW The Heat and on WYO Today Media's YouTube. If you were listening on radio, just got home, flip it on. You're going to miss a great one. 28-21, number 4, Wind River Cougars trying to pull off the upset of the Big Piney Punchers. Kick is low, almost like they were going for an onside, but it's taken by an up back, and it means good field position at about the 34-yard line, I do believe, with 4:56 to go. Cougars 1st and 10. Now it gets interesting. You've had your most success with Cooper Frederick moving the ball, but you've started having success as they've worn Big Piney down quite a bit on the defensive line of Chris Burke out of the Power I. And if you can work Chris Burke right now, Power I, it's nothing to get rid of 4:56 on the clock and get rid of those timeouts that are bound to come. So Cooper's actually in gun, 3 wide total. Joaquin going in motion. They're going to hand it on the end around, and he has no blocking. He's just surrounded by guys, and he's going to do his best to get about 2 yards. So looked like he did a good job of not going out of bounds there, although he had absolutely no blocking, and there is a flag on the play. Was there? No, there's not. So no gain on the play is what they're going to say. They're going to mark him back, and it's going to be 2nd and 10. Clock moving, but it's moving fast if you're a Big Piney fan. It's moving extra slow if you're a Cougars fan. So from the gun, all the receivers in tight. Cooper looking over, sends man in motion. He's going to fake. Now he's going to keep it, and he's going to gain about the 36, 37-yard line. And it's going to set up a 3rd and decently long timeout now on the field.
About a 4-yard gain, brings up 3rd down.
Timeout by Big Piney. using it here as it will be 3rd and about 6.5. We'll take it with them. Be right back here. 3:57 to go. Wind River leads by a touchdown on KWYW.
Including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Welcome back to KWYW 99.1 The Heat special presentation. Thursday Night Lights game of the week. Wind River number 4 in the state in 9-man Division A, leading number 1 in the same category, 28-21, but they face a 3rd and a long 6. Out of the gun, man in motion. Going to fake it. Cooper Frederick's going to take off, and he's going to get to about the 41, 42-yard line, waiting to see if there's a timeout on the field. There is not. So it's going to set up 4th, and he gained about 3.5. It'd be 4th and 2. I think you got to punt, but I'm not a coach, and I'm not paid to do it. So it's going to be a very critical decision here. My guess would be that Coach Frederick, like conventional wisdom would say, let it go all the way down, then you call the timeout, make the decision. So, yeah, they're looking. The refs are right by him. He's walking towards him right now. He's about to call that timeout here, and we're waiting on the whistle. He's waiting for it. He's being told how long. And there is the timeout with 3:08 to play. Wind River facing a 4th and a long 1, just shy of 2. We'll be right back. They lead by 7 here on KWYW.
Wyoming Waste hopes that all Fremont County sports teams dismiss their opponents like Wyoming Waste dismisses your trash. They offer services from roll-off cans, commercial, and residential garbage. Wyoming Waste services Fremont County, Hot Springs County, Washakie County. They are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please call 307-856-5354 or stop down at the Riverton office, 730 South Broadway. Wyoming Waste wants to wish everyone in Fremont County good luck in their sports this year.
And welcome back here, 28-21, 3:08 to play on the game of the week between number 4 Wind River and number 1 Big Piney Punchers. It is 4th and a long 1 for the home team Cougars. Fremont County's own Cougars trying to pull the upset here. The game that was hyped up all week long and basically since the season began between these two undefeated juggernauts has lived up to it, and they're going to go for it. They have put Burke back in at quarterback out of the power eye, and he jumped! They jumped! What a great move as the stadium explodes and completely unthought would happen, but they draw him off sides, and Frederick looking to roll the dice, didn't have to, and did well, and he'll move the ball to 1st and 10 from the 46.5-yard line, and you know what that means, more tick-tock, milk that clock. Going from the power eye, under center. Burke going to keep it, and they're just going to move him. You do wonder what goes through his head as he has no control over his own motion. And we've got a timeout, I do believe, on the field. Yep, it's going to be the second timeout called by Big Piney. We'll take it with him. 2:58 to play, 28-21. Wind River on top.
If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in good and tight. Of course I do.
Hauling ass, heading south, down the road in a gold Cadillac. Cougars.
Buckle up for life.
And welcome back. 2:58 to play here and from Pavillion. It is 28-21 in favor of Wind River. Wind River now on second and a long 7 or a short 8. Hands off. He goes up the middle, and he's going to get right close to the first down. It is going to be a first down, I think. This would be the first measurement I've seen in the 2 years I've called Wyoming football. Are they going to measure it is the question.
Oh, come on. You gotta be freaking kidding me.
They're going to signal no, not a first down. And oddly enough, we may have the best view right here, Connor. He's about 7.24 inches short. Going to go from the power eye. Third and short. First down here is monumental. Only one timeout left by Big Piney. They're going to send the quarterback up, and he's going to get it with ease, and it's going to be first down, Wind River. He gets it all the way to the 41-yard line of Big Piney. Nope, they whistled the time to start, and Big Piney is in trouble now in the deep end here as they only have one timeout. Cougars trying to pull, we'll call it an upset, but a minor one at that, number 4 versus number 1. Bigger thing probably for Coach Frederick is a team that's only played one game, had 2 forfeits against them, now knows what they're made of. Going from the power eye, Burke going to go under center. You know they're going to wait until he starts counting the back judge. He does. They're going to rush forward and gain maybe a yard and a half if we're being generous. And there is timeout number 3 by Big Piney. We will take it with them. We'll be right back on KWYW 99.1 The Heat.
Enjoy fresh-made pizza, pasta, calzones, and subs at Peretz, 519 West Main in Riverton. Open for lunch and dinner Monday through Friday. Closed on weekends. Call 857-7306 to order for pickup or delivery with DoorDash. Peretz.
The Stock Doc is proud to serve all of Fremont County and surrounding areas. They are dedicated to providing the highest level of veterinarian medicine along with friendly and compassionate service. They service all pets of shapes and sizes between dogs and cows and cats and horses. They treat your animal like it's their own. The Stock Doc.
And welcome back to Thursday Night Lights, Game of the Week here on KWYW 99.1. And Wind River, Big Piney's used their last time out, minute 54, 7-point lead. Wind River ball security is key. Out of the power eye, Burke. Burke with the snap. It's handed off to the tailback. He's going to gain nothing. In fact, he's going to lose a couple, but at this point, they can just tick that clock on down. So you anticipate the next snap coming probably around the minute 10 mark, would be my guess, somewhere in that range at least. Big Piney unable to stop the clock here. This has been a game of really mistakes by both sides, but who was able to contain those mistakes and not let them get out of hand, and that solely went to Wind River. The defense, especially in the first half, after some offensive mishaps, able to keep them off the board. Meanwhile, Big Piney unable to limit their mistakes.
Game of the week.
So minute 07 left, minute 06 left. Timeout. Cougars let it go all the way down. We'll take it with them here. We'll be right back on KWYW 99.1 The Heat.
Midway is at an all-out clear-out for the new 2022 campers with the best price guarantee. Midway has financing with no money down, no payments for the rest of the year. Low interest rates on sweet fifth wheel. Dealer incentives up to $25,000 on toy haulers. Top dollar on trade-ins and door-to-door delivery. It's Midway's all-out clear-out. MidwayCampers.com. Midway, when you expect the best.
And welcome back to the KWYW Game of the Week. 99.1 The E. We want to thank everybody. If you see them in the bottom left, if you're watching it, we want to thank all our sponsors for making this possible. Out of the power eye on 3rd and 9. He's going to keep it. He's going to go left as Burke. He's at the 40, the 35. He's going to get to the 30. Stay in bounds, boy, but he does so. First down, and that may be it. There is a flag on the field. Hold it, dirty laundry. Good job by that young man keeping the ball in his hand, but it's coming back. Holding against the Cougars. And I'm going to try and figure out who held because there was really no need for it. The misdirection got them completely. There's no way that they're putting the ball in the air here, so the 4th down is going to occur. Unless they bust one big here. Do you risk a toss sweep? Do you risk that's well, I'm glad Coach Frederick gets to make that call, not me. So out of the power eye, Burke under center. Snap. Going to hand it to the tailback. He's going to try and bust it out. Is Cooper. And he's going to go down at about the 50. And we're going to see what happens here as the clock will start ticking. That penalty actually might have came in handy, as I think it's going to be around 10 seconds. So what do you do here? You definitely run the ball. I would anticipate QB, maybe a keeper. You want to limit any chance at a fumble or a muffed handoff or anything of that nature. The good part is I have a feeling we're going all the way down and calling a timeout here. It will be the 3rd timeout for the Wind River Cougars. And there is the timeout with 5 seconds left. 5 yards. They didn't even call a timeout. They let it go penalty-wise. And now what? Now what do you do? That 5-yard penalty makes it interesting simply because if you don't run around long enough to milk 5 seconds off, you're putting them within Hail Mary range, and we know the quarterback has it. Connor, they're not going to make it easy for us to get our first win as a duo this season. So you would anticipate something going towards the sidelines, hopefully the far sideline. Wind River on the verge of pulling the upset over number 1 in only their 2nd game where they played. They are 3-0. Again, as said, 2 of those games were forfeit. And this is definitely not the best that Coach Frederick's team can play. A lot of mistakes on the field. So Wind River is definitely a contender to get to Laramie. So, and we'll be with them here on KWYW 99.1. All right. At some point in time, I think my cameraman stole my water. So, kind of in an interesting formation. Got very deep back. Here's the snap. He's running 2 seconds, 1 second. Now go down. And that is the ball game. He goes down. Wind River Cougars pull the upset. Number 4, Cougars 28. Number 1, Big Piney 21. We'll be right back here with the Click It or Ticket post-game show after these messages. You're listening to KWYW. Let's get that screen fully up. KWYW, The Heat.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Your tax pros at 672 West Main Street in Lander, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
And welcome back to the Click It or Ticket postgame show brought to you by Wyoming DOT. The final here from Pavillion. Big Piney, number 1, coming in 21. Wind River, number 4, coming in 28. Coach Frederick and the Cougars pulling the upset here. And some takeaways from the game. It kind of really simple to me is that both teams made mistakes, but that's going to happen in any football game. Any sporting contest you ever have, that's gonna happen. It just is. But which teams forget it and don't allow it to continue to plague them, and that is where Wind River shined. The defense in the first half was absolutely incredible. Some mistimed offensive plays, 2 turnovers, and still able to keep them only scoring the 7 points. Wind River not able to take the lead until basically the final 2 minutes of the first half, going up 8-7. Then a kickoff return on the opening kickoff, and then a pick 6 led it to 22-7. And then, of course, the icing on the cake, that last touchdown. Wind River played incredible all the way through, never giving up, never getting behind in their mind. And that was hard to do for a team that's only played 1 game, with Big Piney coming out and throwing a gut punch pretty quick. But they had an answer every time on the defensive side of the ball, and then Cooper Frederick coming in and playing QB as he and Chris Burke rotated the rest of the way pretty much, changed the offense and seemingly kind of caught, although didn't lead to a lot of offensive touchdowns, only 14 offensively in this game for Wind River. It kind of led to a bit of a scratch of the head moment, as if Big Piney was not ready for that. So, but our keys to the game, or excuse me, not our keys to the game, that's the pregame. Our Gatorade play of the game is going to go back, and we're working on getting this where we can just hit a button or whatnot, and it's going to be the pick 6 that really opened things up and made it 22-7 in favor of Wind River. The pick 6, of course, done by I'm getting tongue-tied again, by none other than Cooper Frederick. So he is going to be our Papa Murphy's player of the game. Had a great game at quarterback, great game defensively, and of course that huge pick 6 led to Wind River being able to take out Big Piney here. Now we're going to take a little bit of a break here just for a moment or two, and hopefully Coach Frederick will start to make his way up towards us, and we'll get to speak to the head Cougar himself about this big victory. Again, final from Pavillion. Wind River defeats number 1 Big Piney by a score of 28-21. We'll be back on on 99.1 with more of the Click It or Ticket postgame show after these messages.
All Fremont County athletes, I, Matt Gordon from Fremont Chevy, would like to wish all teams this year good luck and bring back some championships to this county. If you need a new ride to get to and from those away games, stop down at 1401 North Federal Boulevard or call 307-851-3797 and let me help you get to the games. Your sales professional, Matt Gordon.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber. Overhead Door Company of Riverton and Lander is your premier dealer for quality windows and doors, featuring quality brands like Anderson, Colby, Larson Storm Doors, and more. Overhead Door Company is proud to support our Fremont County student athletes.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
If you're planning home improvement projects, look no further than Valley Lumber. They provide nothing but the best from lumber, power tools, hardware, paint, plumbing supplies. If you need it, they have it. Valley Lumber at 290 North 2nd Street in Lander.
For more than 60 years, RTO Point S has been installing quality tires and offering expert vehicle service in Fremont County, with 2 locations on South Federal and West Main in Riverton. RTO Point S is proud to support our Fremont County student athletes.
Head to Nana's Bowling and Bakery in DuBois for Family Fun Night. Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student athletes. Quality in Thermopolis offers great rates, a convenient location, standard room and family rooms with bunk beds. Choice Hotel members earn points while you stay. Quality Inn is proud to support Fremont and Hot Springs County student athletes.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Credit Union.
381 Subs and Salads is the newest addition to Fremont County. They offer salads, sandwiches, ice cream, and Lotus drinks. 381 Subs and Salads is located at 702 East Main Street in Riverton.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Bailey's Enterprises is a proud sponsor of Riverton Wolverines football. For over 50 years, Bailey's has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service and to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey, go Wolverines. Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
And welcome back to the Click It or Ticket post-game show here on KWYW 99.1. We are going to have a little chat here with the very mellow, very calm, not excitable Coach Frederick, the head Cougar himself. So we were talking about pregame, if you recall back that far, about playing mistake-free. That didn't happen. But the resiliency to always not let that mistake compound. Tell me a little bit about your thoughts on the defense in the first half.
Oh, God, they played lights out. It was huge. I mean, we got some big fourth down stops, and then we, kind of came back on that. We gave them back a fourth down on a penalty. But defensively, man, first half we played lights out. It was amazing. And then even to come back second half, when Cooper have his pick six?
Second half.
Is that second half? Yeah.
Second half.
I mean, that was like a
first possession by them.
That was a nail. That was perfect. I don't know. Defensively, I thought the boys played great. We still had tons of penalties. I don't know how many we had, but I bet we were over 15. So probably somewhere around
there. The more pressing thing was the amount of yardage.
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of personal fouls.
Yeah, definitely. There's stuff we got to clean up. But, like I said, game 2 versus game 4 for them, we knew it was going to be rough. I mean, there's stuff we still got to clean up. And I don't know. I mean, I'll take the win. And it's awesome. This is just, now there's things we can work on. And we got we got Wyoming Indian coming up this week. And we got some kids we can try to get healthy and get them ready for the rest of the season.
And when you look at it, the decision to rotate some quarterbacks, was that a planned thing that you've been planning for the whole season, or is that something that caught them off guard? Because it seemed to catch Big Piney off guard when you go from a power eye look to basically just flinging it all over the field with Cooper.
Yeah, that was one thing they hadn't seen, and we knew that. So we knew they saw the stack, and they knew we were probably going to be in it because we ran that at camp, and I think they had a couple of their kids were at camp. But Yeah, this whole season we'd had the Wildcat put in, and then we put in an overload system where we put Cooper back there, and he can run or throw. And man, he had some yards tonight, though. He had a couple good throws, and we had some that got dropped. But those are still things will work out. It's like I said, I just keep saying it's game 2. There's things we're going to work out as it goes on.
So now, as I always ask every coach this, when they get a big win, of course, I'm willing to call it an upset, but a minor upset. You're number 4. People have you penciled in as one of the top dogs, and it's probably got to excite you because you didn't play nearly a perfect game and how good you are. But how do you go into, hey, you just beat number 1 and celebrate tonight, but tomorrow we're back at it? What do you do with 15, 16-year-old boys to do that?
I just talked to them tonight about that when we were in the middle of the field. Coming in and knocking off the number 1, which we knew it was going to be a dogfight. We knew it was going to be a good game. But I guess the biggest thing for them is, they still know, and that's what I told them. I said we had so many penalties, there's so many things we still got to work on. But we didn't even play a perfect game, and we won that. So, that just shows, the integrity, the power, the strength we have in those kids. And they're believing in the system, and they're playing. So that was great.
Well, congratulations. Go enjoy it. We want to thank Coach Frederick, the head Cougar, for joining us. We'll be right back to wrap things up on KWYW and the Clicker Ticket Postgame Show. Thanks.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare has clinics located in Arapahoe, Ethity, and Riverton. We provide family medical services along with dental, optometry, behavioral health, physical and occupational therapy, and more. Our in-house lab and pharmacy at all locations make for a one-stop primary health care center for your healthcare needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare is striving for a stronger, healthier community because Wind River cares. More information can be found at windrivercares.com.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
And welcome back to the Clicker Ticket Postgame Show. Again, your final 28-21. Wind River, as Coach said, far from a perfect game, but you're never going to usually play a perfect game, especially early in the season. But the ability to not allow mistakes to compound, the ability to turn the ball over but then get a huge defensive stop was amazing. So we want to congratulate, again, our Papa Murphy's player of the game. And before Coach leaves, we got something for him to give to Cooper, is Cooper Frederick, the play of the game being that mammoth 79-yard return pick 6. That was our Gatorade Thirst Quencher player that play of the game. For Kevin Shields and Connor Shields right here, who's now ready to go home, and for Leanne back at the mothership for taking care of us and making sure we got on the air and working through some internet problems. You've been listening to the Game of the Week on KWYW. Next week, we will have a Friday at 2 o'clock game as we will be traveling to Meeteetse to see the DuBois Rams face Meeteetse in Game of the Week action. We'll see you next time. Be safe and have a great weekend.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Rohbacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Wyoming Waste hopes that all Fremont County sports teams dismiss their opponents like Wyoming Waste dismisses your trash. They offer services from roll-off cans, commercial, and residential garbage. Wyoming Waste services Fremont County, Hot Springs County, Washakie County. They are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please call 307-856-5354 or stop down at the Riverton office, 730 South Broadway. Wyoming Waste wants to wish everyone in Fremont County good luck in their sports this year.
If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do.
Hauling ass, heading south, down the road in a Crow Cadillac, coupe to bill.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Enjoy fresh-made pizza, pasta, calzones, and subs at Peretz, 519 West Main in Riverton. Open for lunch and dinner Monday through Friday. Closed on weekends. Call 857-7306 to order for pickup or delivery with DoorDash. Peretz.
The Stock Dock is proud to serve all of Fremont County and surrounding areas. They are dedicated to providing the highest level of veterinarian medicine along with friendly and compassionate service. They service all pets of shapes and sizes between dogs and cows and cats and horses. They treat your animal like it's their own. The Stock Dock.
Midway is at an all-out clear-out for the new 2022 campers with the best price guarantee. Midway has financing with no money down, no payments for the rest of the year. Low interest rates on sweet fifth wheel. Dealer incentives up to $25,000 on toy haulers. Top dollar on trade-ins and door-to-door delivery. It's Midway's all-out clear-out. MidwayCampers.com. Midway, when you expect the best.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Your tax pros at 672 West Main Street in Lander, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
Let's go, all Fremont County athletes. I, Matt Gordon from Fremont Chevy, would like to wish all teams this year good luck and bring back some championships to this county. If you need a new ride to get to and from those away games, stop down at 1401 North Federal Boulevard or call 307-851-3797 and let me help you get to the games.